Ladies and gentlemen, we stopped this film deliberately to tell you that two of the young people you are watching have just committed what has become the crime of the century. Do you know the strange relationship that existed between them?
To explore all the possibilities of human experience, didn't we?
And they left no human experience untried.
You have to attack me, Judge.
I don't have to do anything. If I attack you, it's because I choose.
You said you wanted me to command you. I do.
I think he's a dirty, evil...
You keep your filthy mouth shut!
Just because he can speak about something besides sex, you and Artie and all the rest of you seem to think he's some kind of freak.
You ditching me for some girl? If he tries to rape you, you make excuses for it.
This crime is the most fiendish, cold-blooded, inexcusable case the world has ever known. That's what Mr. Horn has told his court.
The perpetrators of this crime shall be convicted and hanged.
Do you think you can cure it by killing these boys? By hanging them, do you think you can cure the hatreds and maladjustments of the world?
Yes, that's Compulsion, the 1959 film adaptation of Meyer Levin's best-selling novel of the same name, published in 1956. IMDb describes the movie like so. Two wealthy law school students go on trial for murder in this fictional version of the Leopold-Loeb case. And who exactly are Leopold and Loeb? Nathan Leopold Jr. and Richard Loeb were two wealthy students at the University of Chicago during the early 1920s. That's Loeb on the left. They were of the Jewish persuasion. They considered themselves geniuses and hoped to demonstrate their superior intellect by pulling off the perfect crime and not getting caught. So, they kidnapped and murdered 14-year-old Bobby Franks. Looks like some sort of dandy to me. That's Bobby with his father on the right, his left, our right. But get caught they did, and I already mentioned they were rich kids. So Loeb's family ponied up enough money to retain Clarence Darrow to defend the boys. The prosecution was seeking the death penalty, and the jury found Leopold and Loeb guilty. Darrow then delivered a 12-hour summation, criticizing capital punishment as being retaliatory justice rather than transformative justice, and he swayed the jury. The jury sentenced both young men to life sentences plus 99 years, but a prison inmate killed Loeb in 1936, and Leopold was eventually paroled a little better than 30 years later in 1958. So, why am I talking about Compulsion and Leopold and Loeb today? Great question. 3 reasons. 3. Number 1, I haven't mentioned the Idaho murders. My feeling is that story's all over the news and all over the internet, and it's being discussed by people close to the case. I'm in the same boat with everyone else. I have no first-hand knowledge of the case, but looking at accused murderer Brian Kohberger from afar, a 28-year-old doctoral student in criminology, I see Leopold and Loeb. In other words, I think he thought he was smarter than everyone else, and he thought he could pull off the perfect crime and get away with it. And perhaps, if this for 1924 instead of today, he just might have succeeded. Number 2, I bought Meyer Levin's Compulsion in 1969. Read it. In fact, I read it more than once. And I watched the movie. And I referenced the book and the movie in Dead Stripper, the first episode of my Steve Piasecki crime fiction series. The pair of Delaware County detectives assigned to the case believe my main character, Steve Piasecki, murdered the dead stripper. He's an aspiring mystery writer, and they know it. So in Chapter 22, they get a search warrant, execute it, and it goes like this. Oh, by the way, I see my 2 detectives as Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs and Michael Douglas in Streets of San Francisco. So, here goes. And I quote, the detectives start searching the apartment. Detective Bishop opens the top drawer of one of the file cabinets and starts leafing through the file folders. Meanwhile, Detective Gerber's looking at the books in the bookcase. This guy's obsessed with crime. That's all he reads about. Writes about it too, she says. Then she pulls a small box out of the bottom drawer of his file cabinet. This is computer software for writers. Big deal, Detective Gerber says. The way I see it, the more he reads, the more he learns. And the more he learns, the more he gets curious about getting away with murder. Just like Leopold-Loeb, she says. Who? 2 college kids, rich Jew boys from Chicago, back in the 1920s. Genius IQs. They thought they could commit a perfect murder and get away with it. There was a movie and a book written about them, both called Compulsion. Ding, ding, ding. Detective Gerber pulls Compulsion out of the bookcase. Here it is. No shit. Looks like this guy, he said, decided to act one out. You really think he killed her? Who else, he replies. So, that's my self-serving plug for Dead Stripper. Now, let's get back to the movie Compulsion. And to do so, I'm going 6 deep on the cast. Orson Welles, a magnificent actor with 130 acting credits. He plays the Clarence Darrow role, defending the 2 killers, and he gives a great speech. He's probably best known for 1941's Citizen Kane. Rosebud. Dean Stockwell plays one of the killers, 270 acting credits, best known for 97 episodes of Quantum Leap from 1989 to 93. Diane Varsi plays Stockwell's girlfriend and possibly a wedge between the killers. Only 16 credits. I don't remember ever seeing her in anything else. She's best known for playing Allison McKenzie in Hollywood's version of Peyton Place, 1957, the same role that Mia Farrow played in the TV series. Bradford Dillman plays the other killer, 142 credits, and here he is with Roddy McDowall in 1971's Escape from Planet of the Apes. E.G. Marshall, another magnificent actor, 158 credits. I love the original 12 Angry Men, a 1957 movie with a star-studded cast. I added Martin Milner, 112 credits. I don't remember his function in the movie. Guess I have to watch it again. But he's so well known as Officer Pete Malloy in 174 episodes of Adam 12, he's the star, from 1968 to 75. Now, this is an intriguing story, Compulsion, both the true story and the fiction, good book, good movie, and don't forget Dead Stripper, a great, quick, hard-hitting read based on true story. So, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping in. Until next time, see you. And that's a wrap.